Dream life versus the real life. Hey, how you guys doing? Just getting some downloads, Talk about today's video. All right, welcome. Today we are going to talk about the concept of the dream life versus the dream life and your real life. And I'm going to teach you how to make your dream life your real life. Right? That's a powerful one there. You turn your real life into your dream life. Did you know it's possible to do that? And yes, you can actually turn your dream life and make your dream life your real life. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, so it's concepts. What I'm putting forth to you is different perspectives, a different state of mind, a different way of looking at it, a different way of thinking about it. That alone can change the trajectory of your life. That's right. Just changing the way you see something and you think about something can have an effect on the physical world around you. Did you know that? Science shows us that. Science shows us that a circumstance can change because of how we feel. A thought can affect a circumstance can affect the field. So we can change things in and out. It's energy and what we call physical reality. So it's one and the same. It's about the side we're looking at it. Okay, so here's what happened. The first concept is, what is your real life like? So real life is what we are experiencing right now. Okay, let me go back up here. So what we're doing is called real life, right? I got news for you. I got real good news for you. So this is what we call the real life. That's what we call it, reality. Reality. So this is called our real life. Okay. Now every single person here have a dream, have a goal. We call that your dream life. Every one of you watching this have a dream life. Many of your dream life may be to manifest and win the lottery. Maybe your dream life is to manifest a specific person, manifest a specific income, a job, a career, a health. Every single human being have a dream. Yes, I did get my YouTube channel back. Thank you. As you guys know, my channel was hacked a few days ago. So when you're in the matrix, these things can happen. You'll have NPCs that want to stop the program, want to stop the awakening. So you also have HPCs, helper player characters, and I give YouTube credit. They responded very fast because of you guys. You guys just bombarded them on Twitter, X, and tell them, hey, get Mark's channel back. He's been helping us. And they listened, and it was a very good thing, and they helped me recover the channel. There's a few tweaks on the channel I have to still fix. So I'm working on that right now, but the channel is back. So thank you, all of you. You guys are brilliant for helping me do that, because I know how valuable these videos are and this information to you, because it changed a lot of your lives, and that's the main purpose of this, to give you the knowledge. All right, so let's get back into it. So every person have a dream life. All right, so here's the first thing you must know about making your dream life your real life. This is the first truth. Now here it is. Your dream life is actually existing right now in the same space as your real life. Yep. Yeah. Right next to you is your dream life. So what is the problem? If my dream life is right next to me, what the heck can't I experience my dream life, Mark? What's going on? Here's why. We are seeing our reality from different lenses. Not physical eye lenses, mental lenses. Check this out. Your real life is being processed by your regular conscious smart mind, which is limited. Your dream life is being processed by your higher mind, which is infinite and unlimited. Now, according to quantum physics, not according to Mark Houghton, But according to quantum mechanics, the science that revolutionized our industry, that gave us everything, we know everything about the universe, that's been truly tested time and time again, that is 100% accurate in everything they do. Quantum physics says that there must exist possible infinite outcomes of every decision or action that we take. The universe must branch off and create the outcome we didn't choose and the outcome we did choose. That's not me. That's what quantum mechanics says. So now, rest assured that your dream life is in existence in this very moment with your real life. Now, what you want to do is, here's what you want to do. So this is your dream life here. This is your real life here. So they're going along like this, but you're only experiencing the real life. So what you want to do, you want to take the dream life over here, and here's what you want to do. Boom. You want to entangle it. See this? You want to make it come into your real life. Once you get something entangled, it takes over the whole thing now. So now the real secret is, how do I get my dream life to be entangled and become my real life? First of all, how do you get a dream life? A dream life is this. Let's define dream life and real life so you can get the concept. A dream life is when you're in a daydream state, or when you're thinking about, oh man, I would love to have that. A dream life is your imagination. Okay? A dream life is you sitting back and thinking, gosh, it'd be lovely to have that, it'd be lovely to have that. I got news for you. That imagination that you're imagining, my friends, it is actually a real, actual event happening in what we call space-time. It is not just imagination. We call it imagination, but it's something real and tangible that we cannot see or conceptualize because we are seeing the lenses from our conscious mind. That's very important to understand. So don't sleep on imagination. Imagination is the secret to bringing anything into reality. You got to remember that. Write that down. Do not sleep on my imagination. Whatever I imagine becomes true to my life. Remember that. That's very important. Science shows us that. So once you have your imagination and you're dreaming and you're thinking what you desire, okay? To make your dream life your real life, the first step is you have to keep your imagination on a repetition. You have to keep repeating your imagination, okay? That's going to get it to be, remember, they're here like this. So well, listen, here we go. Once you start to repeat your imagination, look at this. You're moving one step closer to that entanglement. So there we go. We're one step closer. So we got our imagination on loop or repeat, okay? So there we go. That's the next one. So now we're going to get it entangled. Okay, the next thing now. So remember, our dream life was here. So we start to use our imagination on repeat. We're one step closer to making our dream life our real life. Okay, so here's our real life, here's our dream. So we're that much closer. So what is next that's going to bring us over to entangle it? Here's the next thing that's going to make you entangle it. Now, in your real life, here's what you have to do. You have to stop trying to think about how or when you are going to get, or if it's even possible for you to get your dream life. In other words, if you're in your regular life and you're saying something like this, it's just a dream anyway, it's never going to happen. Or you're saying something like this, I wonder how I can get my dream life to be my real life. I got to figure out how to get this stuff. Or you say something like this, I think I got to take more action. I think I got to try to work a lot harder. I think I got to do this. Any of those, your dream life will stay right here. And it'll just walk with you forever and ever, because it's going to stay in the same space and time. But remember, you want to get it what? Entangled. So here we go. So we got it closer. Remember now, we were over here, and then we put our imagination on loop, and we're right here now. So the next step now, we're going to lock it in to make it entangled so it becomes your real life. So here's what you do. So once you understand the concept now that, okay, you must just observe what is happening and not trying to determine what's going to happen. Once you do that, boom, you're locked into your dream life. No, you're entangled now. You know, your dream life hasn't come in yet. It's in the process, but you got it entangled. So that means it's on the way. On the way. Can I give, Mark, can you give advice on your lottery wins? Yeah, I'm giving it to you right now. It's the same concept with the lottery. Look, my dream life, Mark's dream life was to win the lottery and buy his dream BMW M3. Remember that? So I'm just the same process I use here. So I did, what did Mark do? Mark's dream life, Mark understand the concept that his dream life is in the same timeline, parallel different universes, right? So what Mark did, Mark put his imagination on loop. Mark got close. Then what did Mark do? Mark started or stopped trying to figure out when he was gonna win, if he was ever gonna win. Mark just accepted that whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. The universe would give him it either way. He still was positive. Mark kept repeating his process. Mark interlocked it with it. And then Mark one day went to the store, Publix, checked his ticket. It says top prize, claim at the lottery, and the rest is history. Mark got his car. So there's the advice on the lottery. There's the advice on everything you want to do in your life. It's the same concept. So once you get it entangled, now there's one more step left. There's one more step left. So now we're entangled. There's one more critical step. Once we become entangled with our dream life, here's the last step. You must now have to act and feel like you already have what you want. When you have it entangled and you start to act and feel as if you already have it. When you start to take inspired action like buying stuff. Like I bought a steering wheel cover for a car I never had, and I got the car because I was expecting my dream life. I was already entangled, so I knew what was coming up. So now here's what happens. So we're entangled now. We're entangled, okay? So once I start to act and feel, guess what starts to happen? My real life, this is my real life here. Guess what? It starts to fade out of the picture. Look. Gets replaced with my dream life. Now I made my dream life my real life. See how simple that is? That, my friends, is the secret to do everything in your life. Now, you can also do what I call sprinkle stuff on it, such as using subliminals, which will help you stay present, by using affirmations, which will help distract your mind. But if you can do just what I showed you to do, and that's pretty much all you need to do, you will guarantee have your dream life as your real life. Now let's talk about something important. So Mark, you made this seem so simple, but the way you made it seem so simple, why isn't everybody doing it? If it's so simple, why can't we all do it? Well, here's why we all can't do it. Because all of us don't see things from the same perspective. When I opened this live, I told you, I said, this is about changing the perception or the perspective you see things. You got different angles. I can look at this angle, I see the same thing. I can look at this angle, I see the same thing, but I see it from a different lens. Majority of people don't see things from a different level. So here's what happens. The majority of individuals, they listen to their real life mind. They start to doubt and wonder why I can't get it. How is it going to get it? And I just told you that your regular mind can only decode what is happening. It cannot see what is about to happen or how it's going to happen. That cannot be done by the regular mind. That can only be done by your dream life mind or your higher mind. Only the higher mind, which is your higher self or the subconscious connected, can see how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, before you are aware of it. Your regular mind is totally locked out, no clue, so it has to fend for itself. It gets desperate, and that is where it gets you. When you get desperate, when you feel guilty about desiring what you want, when you feel needy, we have problems. Like they say, Houston, we have a problem. We have problems because now our emotion gets screwed up. Our emotions now start to get screwed up. Now remember I told you, once you get something entangled, it doesn't mean it's going to become reality. That you have to do the final step. The final step is the emotional mapping. Your emotions have to match the dream life now. In other words, you have to feel or act or think or expect or pretend that your dream life is now. That's the emotional mapping. That will make it your physical reality. I'll give an example of what I mean acting. Okay, if someone wants to be wealthy or successful, an example of acting is dressing. Dressing wealthy and successful. If someone wants to move from their environment or live or get another house or live in somewhere else, an example of acting is they would leave their real life neighborhood and they would spend more time in a more elite, high maintenance neighborhood. They'll go into this neighborhood a lot. They'll spend more of their time in the coffee shops of a wealthy neighborhood. That's an example of acting, because what you're actually doing, people, is this is very important. You're actually now taking your dream life in the imagination, okay? And then you're transferring it into evidence in a physical reality. For example, if your dream life is to live in a better neighborhood, have more money, have a nice apartment, okay? There are neighborhoods that exist like that. That's in your imagination. Now imagine that's your imagination. Now imagine you one day get up and you say, you know what, I'm going to hang out most of my time in this wealthy neighborhood. After I hang out in a wealthy neighborhood, I'm going to go back to my regular neighborhood. Now you took your imagination and now you showed it a physical thing. That is very powerful. That becomes alignment. Now you're convincing your conscious mind that there exists and it's possible. Now the conscious mind is going to free up a lot of resistance, because now it's going to say, oh, okay, so this is a way that we can live, because look, there are people living here, so we can possibly get this. So you combine imagination with physical tangible proof. Game over. How would this work in regards to relationships? A lot different. It doesn't work the same way with relationships. This primarily works for inanimate stuff. Career, money, healing, all this stuff. It works kind of the same way in relationship, but here's how it works in relationship. If you want your dream life in a relationship with your dream life partner, and this is your real life, the concept is still the same. You imagine the partner doing regular things. You prepare for the partner. So if you're imagining your partner, repeat, this is your real life, your partner is one step closer. Okay? Now, the next thing to do it now is to prepare for the partner. If you're preparing for your partner, like example, if you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend, then you live in your apartment, you have to prepare like you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend living with you. That means you gotta have two of everything. You got extra toothpaste, you got extra toothbrush, you got extra pillow sheet, you got stuff like for someone to live with you. You're entangled. Now, guess what happens? The next part now is the emotion. To feel like you're already with someone, to feel what it's like to be with someone. Then guess what, people? That person you want or desire, the universe will make them pop up in your timeline. They will gradually, subconsciously find you, and you'll have a connection, and then your dream life will become your real life. Got it? That's today's lesson. I'll see you again next time.